Red FM Guts and Glory, Salute 71, honoring the war heroes.
न जाने कौन सी उम्र से हम लोग सपने देखना शुरू करते हैं, शायद माँ की गोद से ही। उस माँ की रक्षा के लिए जब हथियार उठाना पड़े तब हर कोई फौजी बन जाता है। मातृभूमि की रक्षा एक फौजी का सर्वश्रेष्ठ कर्तव्य है। वो जीता ही इसलिए है और बलिदान भी देता है तो सिर्फ इसी के लिए ही। 3 दिसंबर 1971 ऐसी ही एक तारीख थी जब बांग्लादेश की लिबरेशन वॉर की ऑफिशियल शुरुआत हुई थी। इस युद्ध को जल्दी खत्म भी करना था क्योंकि इंटरनेशनल प्रेशर बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा था और अमेरिका की एक जहाज़ बे ऑफ बंगाल की तरफ रवाना हो चुकी थी। वक्त बहुत कम था और इंडियन डिफेंस फोर्सेस को मिलकर इस नामुमकिन काम को पूरा करना था, और वो भी बहुत जल्दी। अक्सर किताब पढ़ते वक्त पेज को कोने में मोड़कर हम सो जाते हैं कि अगली सुबह वहीं से शुरू करेंगे। अगली सुबह, एक नई सुबह, नए शब्द, नए विचारों से शुरू करें। बांग्लादेश को ऐसी ही नई सुबह दिखाने इंडियन आर्मी पहुंच चुकी थी उनके घर 1971 में, जो अभी तक उनका नहीं हुआ था। लेकिन इस जंग के बाद उनको न सिर्फ आज़ाद हवा मिली बल्कि अपनी भाषा और अपना एक नया मुल्क भी मिला। लेकिन ये काम इंडिया के तीनों डिफेंस फोर्सेस ने मिलकर किया, यानी आर्मी, नेवी और एयरफोर्स ने। गट्स एंड ग्लोरी के आज के एपिसोड में नेवी के एक ऐसे ही शख्सियत से बात होगी जिन्होंने इस युद्ध में बहुत ही अहम भूमिका निभाई थी। कैसे, जानेंगे थोड़ी देर में रेड एफएम पर। सुनते रहिए गट्स एंड ग्लोरी।
Red FM Guts and Glory, Salute 71, honoring the war heroes.
युद्ध जब सर पे हो तो जुनून कुछ और ही होता है। सारे सोच बस एक ही दिशा में चलते हैं। 1971 में माहौल कुछ ऐसा ही था। इंडियन आर्म्ड फोर्सेस अपनी अपनी तैयारियों के साथ आगे बढ़ रही थी, ईस्ट पाकिस्तान को बांग्लादेश कराने और एक नई सुबह दिखाने। आर्मी और एयरफोर्स के साथ इंडियन नेवी ने भी अपना काम बखूबी निभाया। और हमारे साथ आज इंडियन नेवी के एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट शख्स मौजूद हैं।
I am Vice Admiral Bimalendu Guha. I was also honored by the President with PVSM and AVSM. I spent 40 years in the Navy through National Defense Academy, cadet training ship. Thereafter I got commission. Navy educated me, trained me, and I did almost every job that Navy could offer to an executive officer. On 26 March, when Mujibur Rahman was denied the premiership of that combined Pakistan, we knew that things are not all right in our neighborhood. That time in the eastern seaboard had very little assets to wage anywhere in the Bay of Bengal. And to that extent, we had to divert ships from west to east. And our job was threefold as we moved along. What we call is a Vikrant force. At that point in time, Vikrant, the aircraft carrier, 2 gunships, Brahmaputra and Betwa, and 2 in number, Kamortha class. And this is what we started off with. And we grew thereafter, no doubt. But if you say the message was twofold. War will take place. It is not imminent. Prepare, plan, practice, find faults, find your colleagues, and your objective is one: win, win, win.
युद्ध लड़ना और वो भी समुंदर में, इसको जीतना जाबाजों का ही काम है। इसको जीतने के लिए अलग तरीके से जाबाजी दिखानी पड़ती है और कई बार आपको कई दिनों तक बस इंतजार करना पड़ता है।
We are actually tucked away in Andaman Nicobar Islands northern group, and then we are hiding there. You can call it. We were waiting there because we knew that to go to Chittagong, I have got all the southern coast of East Pakistan. We have got to only travel 150 miles. So we are the ships, 5 of us ships which are there. Vikrant, Brahmaputra, in which I was there, Bias, Kamortha and Kavarati. Now, when you talk about Brahmaputra and Vyas, I was the squadron gunnery officer. What did it mean? We had the guns. Vikrant had aeroplanes. Kamortas, they had some capability of gun. And Brahmaputra, Vyas, Kamorta and Kavrati, we had anti-submarine capabilities as yet. At that time, our biggest threat was Ghazi. Ghazi was in the Karachi. We knew Ghazi was looking to sink Vikrant because the main force to liberate Bangladesh was the Vikrant.
पर युद्ध में दिक्कतें बहुत सारे किस्म की होती है, तो दिक्कत सिर्फ ईस्ट पाकिस्तानी नहीं थी, इंटरनेशनल प्रेशर भी इंडिया के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा था। तो फिर इन दिक्कतों को कैसे पार किया गया, सुनेंगे आगे गट्स एंड ग्लोरी में। रहिए हमारे साथ।
Red FM Guts and Glory, Salute 71, honoring the war heroes.
गट्स एंड ग्लोरी में आज हमारे साथ हैं वाइस एडमिरल बिमलेंदु गुहा, PVSM, AVSM, नेवी के जहाज बे ऑफ बंगाल में मौजूद थे, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ इंटरनेशनल जहाज भी मौजूद थे और कई आने की ताक में भी थे। USSR उस समय जो उसका नाम था और US तैयार थी भारतीय नेवी के जहाज़ों को रोकने के लिए।
USSR at that time was in the Cold War, and please remember, USSR port in the east is Vladivostok, and the west best they could come from the Black Sea. They had no other port close to us. So what we did was we said, yes, we'll fight on our own. But when it came around 14th or 15th of December, we came to know the 7th Fleet had sailed from Tonkin Bay in Vietnam with one USS Enterprise, with a nuclear submarine and 4 other ships and a tanker, and the transit time was about 11 days, 10 days, and submarine had to surface transiting through Malacca Strait. So we knew that nobody was going to come. So we prepared ourselves by saying, how do you go about it?
पर दिक्कतें भले ही इंटरनेशनल क्यों ना हो और चाहे जैसी हो, एक ही जज्बा और नारा उस समय लगाया गया कि लड़ के मरेंगे।
Mrs. Gandhi, certainly so his leadership, was very worried about the 7th Fleet joining. We stood no chance. Yet we said, Larke Barenge. Every 5 ships of us, we said, Larke Barenge. And then Mrs. Gandhi then spoke to the president of USSR, and he did something without getting into any war zone itself. As was known, during Cold War, the submarines were almost everywhere, whether it is USA or USSR. And USSR those days had submarines in the Bay of Bengal. And that is where it is understood that gave an order to the Russian naval chief that surface. When they surfaced, American came to know that there are 2 nuclear submarines in the Indian Ocean. That is a big deterrent. Whether it would thwart the 7th Fleet, that was a separate issue. But there's no so-called direct, neither USA nor USSR gave a direct, actually helped either to the Pakistan or to India. Pakistan, yes, satellite pictures. But as far as we were concerned, we knew that leadership of the country, again as I said, it's a political will, which was absolutely convergent with the military leadership at that point in. I think that was a great thing we had. We had a great team on top and great men fighting this.
बड़ी दिक्कतें सहनी पड़ती है जब आप युद्ध में रहते हैं, लेकिन जो युद्ध पे जाता है उसके घर वालों को भी उतनी ही दिक्कतें सहनी पड़ती हैं। ये जानेंगे मिसेस कनिका गुहा से, जो कि धर्मपत्नी है PVSM, AVSM से सम्मानित एक्स वाइस एडमिरल ऑफ इंडियन नेवी बिमलेंदु गुहा की। स्टे ट्यून्ड।
Red FM Guts and Glory, Salute 71, honoring the war heroes.
अक्सर किताबों में लिखे हुए सवालों के जवाब आपको मिल जाते हैं, लेकिन जिंदगी जो सवाल देती है उसका जवाब अगर आप ढूंढ लेते हो तो कभी कभी ये भी होता है कि जिंदगी सवाल बदल देती है। हमारे साथ है मिसेस कनिका गुहा, जो कि पेशे से एक टीचर रह चुकी हैं। ये धर्मपत्नी है PVSM और AVSM से सम्मानित नेवी के वाइस एडमिरल बिमलेंदु गुहा की। जब वो युद्ध पे थे तो फिर जो सबक इन्होंने सीखा और दूसरों को सिखाया वो किसी किताब में नहीं मिलती।
My name is Kanika Guha. So when my husband was deployed for this war, he was away for 7 months and we just survived, the wives, because we knew they were doing a great job and we had to stand behind them and keep the family going. That is the best part of a service background. We hold together and we dread that last minute knock on the door because that is something we do not want to hear. We just want a blanket message saying all is well. So families hold together and they are in great spirit. They lean on one another and that is how we went through these very, very long, difficult times.
दिक्कतें चाहे जितनी भी क्यों ना हो, पर किसी तरह उन्हें मैनेज करना पड़ता है।
Messages were not there because it was total silence. Otherwise their position would be detected. So all we got from the headquarters was an all well sign. And they warned us that you don't want a knock on the door because I don't want to bring you that news. So we were, mentally aware of it, but I don't think anybody's really prepared for it. So you just try to put up a brave front, more so for the children, because they obviously felt the absence of the father. And we had to be like a father and a mother. And whatever fears we had, we shared amongst our own. But we never let the children know. We always told them that Papa's doing a great job and we have to be very brave in his absence.
जाते जाते एक खास मैसेज मिसेस कनिका गुहा जी से आपके लिए।
Women today are doing great jobs. They are ace pilots. They're going around the world in sailing ships. There's nothing that a man can do which they are not doing. But most important thing is those who marry into the services must be prepared to back their men. Because when they are fighting alone, they need to know that the house front is absolutely solid and they don't have to worry. So if you are marrying a service personnel, please go in with your eyes open, but it's a life I would not trade for any other.
युद्ध का परिणाम तो हमारे हित में था, लेकिन ऐसी कई सारी और चीजें हैं जिसको सामने लाना हमारा कर्तव्य है। अगले हफ्ते एक और वॉर हीरो और उनके परिवार से मिलेंगे रेड FM पे। स्टे ट्यून्ड।